Ah, the 50s, back when divorce wasn't even a thing. If you wanted to leave someone, you had to kill them. Diaboliques, released in 1955 and is directed by Henri-Georges, who is also behind such films like The Wages of Fear and The Mystery of Picasso. And this film is starring Simone Signoret, Vera Clouseau, Paul Maurice, and Charles Vanel. And the reason why we're talking about this movie today is because it was a PayPal recommendation from one of my biggest supporters on this channel. Again, Autumn Blood, this was another one of your recommendations, and when I saw it come through on PayPal, I was like, never even heard of it, and it seems foreign, and we all know my extensive vocabulary when it comes to foreign films, so I was excited. I was also nervous because it's like, it's foreign film, it's probably very popular over in those other countries. Would I like it? Turns out I actually did really like this movie. This movie was fantastic. This small-time boarding school is ran by a dictatorish-like principal, Michel de la Salle, who is just one big giant jerk to all of the students, and especially his wife Christina. But Christina has had enough of this man, but is unable to divorce him because he is so forceful. But she is comforted by a fellow teacher of the school, Nicole Horner, who is also a former mistress of Michel. So both Nicole and Christina hatch a plan to murder Michel while no one notices that he is missing. And the plan goes off perfectly, except the body is missing from where they buried it. So the film becomes a creepy psychological thriller of Christina dealing with the anxiety and stress of knowing that this man is dead, but the body is missing, while some creepishly spiritual happenings are happening around the school to make everyone think that Michel is actually alive. Yeah, Hitchcock, eat your heart out. That was the big thing that popped in my head this entire time. I'm like, this is very Hitchcockian. Like, I would hope Alfred Hitchcock would have watched this movie and went, yes, that is fantastic. I don't know why he sounded like that. He sounded like that in my head just now. I'm gonna go with it. And also, thankfully, I have a subscription to HBO Max, which this film is on there. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. I have no idea where to find this thing other than HBO Max, so thank God. Now, I really like heist films. I like thriller films, and I like where we have a team of people, or maybe just a couple of people that hatch a plan, and they try to carry out that plan. But the thing that Hollywood, that film, that's basic storytelling 101 likes to do is they like to do the plan, but when they do the plan, not everything goes according to plan, so they have to improvise. And I think I mentioned that once in one of my previous movie reviews, and I had a comment on there like, well, if everything goes to plan, then what's the point of even doing the movie? God, Caleb, just stupid. It was a frickin' hypothetical question, and it just always bugs me. It's like, in all these movies, we have a group that hatch a plan, and the plan never goes according to plan. Except in this movie. This plan goes according to plan, like down to the last detail. They describe it as they're getting everything prepped, they're putting the poison in the whiskey bottle, and they're getting the tub ready, and they're getting the location ready, and then the guy shows up, and he does the whole argument thing, and everything goes according to plan. And I was thinking, wow, this movie is pretty short. Cool. But then we get into the heart of the movie of, yes, it goes according to plan, but then once people are supposed to be discovering the body is not there. What? So something didn't go according to plan somewhere, but gosh darn it, it looked like it did. But everything goes according to plan, trust me. Vera Clouseau, who plays Christina, she's our main character. She's the one that we're following through the majority of this film. She is the actual wife of Michel, and she has this heart problem to where she can't handle a lot of stress. If something does build up her anxiety or stress level, she starts to collapse, and her heart starts fluttering. So I'm like, oh, this is the perfect role for you then. Yes, let's give the person with the heart condition the task of killing her husband, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. But again, it all makes sense in the end. I don't want to spoil it, even though this film is 70, 80 years old, but I think she does a great job of building up the suspense and building up the anxiety inside of her character, because that's translating to me as an audience member watching this, because I'm going along with her, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be freaking out too. You just committed murder, and all of a sudden, the end result of that murder is not there anymore. Which is he alive? Did someone move it? Did someone see us put him in there? Just, what did, I got, how? And then Simone Signoret, who plays Nicole, who is Christina's best friend. She's a beautiful woman who is pretty conniving as hell. You can tell she's the tough one. She's the brains. She's the brawn behind this whole plan. She's like, yep, we're carrying this out. I don't care what your heart says. We're actually going to do this. And I think she's pretty fantastic here as well. And Paul Maurice is perfect at playing a huge-ass dick in Michel. But it's almost to the point where you're asking yourself, like, dude, Why are you being a dick? Are you just being a dick because you want to be a dick, or you can be a dick? I mean, lighten up, dude, and just eat your fish. Like I said, the second half of this movie is all building up the thrillingness and the anxiety of these characters dealing with the idea of, oh, hey, this body is not there. What do we do? Someone knows. Someone has to have known because we put that body in there. So someone had to have seen us. And then it builds up to this climax that is very creepy. And I was actually on the edge of my seat, freaking out because doors were opening very slowly. We had silhouettes of people walking down a hall. We had the creaking of the floorboards in the hallway and doors slowly opening. And it builds up to a pretty terrifying ending, especially for the 1950s. Like, I was freaked out now, and it's 2022. It's amazing. You think about films from the 50s and the 40s, like these classic films, and you don't think that they would still hold up today. You kind of think of, oh, it's all cheesy, and it's all black and white, and who cares? But god damn it, this film definitely holds up, and it's pretty frickin' fantastic. Are we still in the kind of idea of silent films where physicality and facial reactions are a little over the top and a little bit bigger than kind of the subtlety performances that we get nowadays? Yes. So it's a little hammy in some places, but for the majority of the time, this is one amazing thriller of a film. Never heard of it before, and I'm so glad it was recommended to me, and it just broadens my horizons of film, not just in this country, but all over. This is from France. This is amazing. See, all film just doesn't need to come from Hollywood here in America. It can come from anywhere. There are so many different talented people all around the globe, not just here in America. I love it. Thank you very much, Autumn Blood, for the recommendation. I'm gonna give Les Diaboliques 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part of my videos where I pick which movie I'm going to be watching next, and the next one comes as a PayPal recommendation from one of my supporters, someone with the handle name of Finished Tutoring. They sent in a PayPal recommendation and donation for a movie called 10-Inch Hero? My mind at first was thinking, is this a certain type of internet content that I'm not allowed to show on YouTube? But no, it's like a teen comedy with Jensen Ackles from Supernatural and the voice of Jason Todd from Batman Under the Red Hood, which is great. I get to do a whole review by going, Sam, Sammy, Sam! Never heard of this film before, but I thank you very much, Finished Tutoring, for the recommendation. I apologize for the delay. When I got the message that you donated, I didn't get the actual message that you sent in, so I thought it was just a random donation, but no, you actually attached a movie to it, so I'm glad I went back and checked. So we'll check out 10-Inch Hero next time. So guys, if you've seen Les Diaboliques, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of 10-Inch Hero. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.